Hey pals, we all know the back to school season comes with the excitement and challenges, whether it's the first day of classes, exams, group projects, or getting through those long study sessions. But here's something to help. Excel Gum, Canada's #1 gum brand, is bringing you the Back to School album, an ASMR and Beats fusion that's all about tackling these moments with confidence. Next time you're hitting the books, pop a piece of Excel Gum and tune into this perfect study vibe on Spotify.
Also, $1 from each stream on Spotify up to $10,000 will be donated to Pathways to Education, a national charity helping students in low-income communities overcome barriers to education. So why wait? Tune in, enjoy, and let's conquer the school year together.
Welcome back to another installment of the Pals podcast. I'm your co-host, Ricky Liordi.
And I'm Dani Galarno.
And it's been a minute, guys. It has been a minute.
We have not recorded in probably over a month.
Literally.
And it feels weird, but I'm so excited. Like, I actually missed it.
We were talking about this earlier. When I went on Jen's talk and I went on the Girls Next Door, and I think we had already stopped recording. Mm-hmm. And going on those and listening to those, just fired me up to go on podcasts and just podcast again. Just I forgot. The only problem is I was the guest, so I got to talk as much as I wanted to because I was the guest. Now I'm like, fuck, when we have a guest on, I don't get to talk this much.
Well, guess what? You get to talk as much as you want today, Ricky.
Oh, fun. Let's, this episode we are going to do, obviously our Euro recap. It's been, Danielle was in Europe for almost a month. I was in there for just over a week and a half. We're going to talk about a little bit of pickleball, which was an unfortunate ending. Then my book. And then what was the fourth thing we were going to talk about?
What's next?
And what's next? I guess we'll talk about the book just because that's the quickest and easiest thing to do first. My book, Heartbreak Love, Guided Poetry Journal, is officially out for pre-sale. Pre-sale started this weekend, and it officially goes for sale on October 22nd. We talked about it once already on the podcast, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But it was originally going to be 200 copies. We're going to probably hit that too soon, so we're going to do 500 copies. Will be signed and come with a personal gift and exclusive access to the launch party in Toronto the week of October 22nd. So it's $35 Canadian, which is like $26 American, and that includes shipping.
Do I have to sign up for pre-sale?
No, you don't have to if you want to. I'll give you a copy.
I was going to ask you. I will buy one, but I was like, I'll just buy one in real time.
Yeah, so we're only doing this one just because I'm like, when it actually does come out, it's going to be like $40 or maybe even or $40 plus shipping, which is kind of fucking expensive. It's just the way it costs because it's a hardcover book. I want it to be hardcover. That was like
books are expensive nowadays, though.
It's non-negotiable for me that I wanted hardcover. And my publisher was like, it's almost like $8 per book. Mm. And then I didn't realize this. When you to get into the big box stores, you basically give them half your fucking money. Mm-hmm. So you don't make any money on books, which is fine. I'm not doing this to make any money. But on the other side of it, my publisher does want to make a little bit of money. I don't really care for it. So it's tough to find that tough middle ground. But for the pre-sale, at least, since there's no other person, you could sell it for $35, including shipping, which American is only $26, including shipping. So it's pretty good. But yeah, really excited for it. It's now available. Just killed it on the edit. The launch, really happy with that.
How does it feel seeing all these pre-sale numbers come in?
It's cool when you see people from different countries or people you don't know. I'm just telling you, looking at that list and I don't recognize majority of the names, that's fucking cool to me. You know, and even I got some DMs already, yo, so excited to read this. Can't wait to get my copy. Are you doing a book launch in any other cities other than Toronto? And I'm like, what the fuck? We'll see what depends on how sales go. If I sell, a couple hundred books in New York, fucking right, I'll do something there. But as of right now,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, the main thing is where the book launch will be in Toronto for sure. And then I'm going to do a separate event for friends, families, and maybe a promotional event. I'll tell you offline because it's not confirmed yet. But yeah, really excited. It's another chapter. Who knows where the fuck this is going to lead or what it's going to lead to. But nonetheless, really excited.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, so that's out of the way. Let's do Europe.
What a trip. Is all I can say. It was the best time I've ever had in Europe with all the people I love around me. but the most exhausting.
Okay, what was the highlight for you?
Obviously, like Becca's wedding and George's wedding was unbelievable. Just kind of getting to be a part of that day was incredible. And then going to Mykonos with everyone after was just like go, 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 and just so much fun as always. And then I got to end off the trip with another wedding, which was unbelievable, with another one of my closest friends and like another group of friends. So
even that second wedding looked crazy.
It was beautiful. Like let's just say that like the venue that they held it at was a hotel. The next day, the bride and groom stayed there, and they were embarrassed to go by the pool because people were like, there was noise complaints, and like we moved it inside. It's not like it went till 5 a.m. like George's, but it still went pretty late. Like they were jumping in the water by 4.
I think I saw the video of someone jumping in the water.
Yeah, Bianca, Stefan, Lisa. Yeah. Like it was nuts. It was so much fun. Like both weddings equally were just such a blast, and like both beautiful. They like destination weddings. Like I feel for both brides, like not for the week, but they did it. They pulled through, and it was great.
I feel like destination weddings are kind of like a way to go now.
It was
I feel
amazing,
like your money
but
goes
it's
so
like,
much further.
Yes, it's not about a money thing. It's just about like, I even like, because I was with like during the planning process, like talking to Becca a lot about it, and even Bianca. Becca's was also very remote, like 4 hours away. Yeah. But you're dealing with language barriers, and then like planners like in Italy and Greece who they'll give you your menu 2 weeks before the wedding, or like there's like they work on different times than us. Like we're very type A here in like the Western culture, North America in general. So it's like kind of having to like put your trust into someone that you've never met before, and then like you want it to go a certain way, but then like when it comes down to it, you just have to kind of see what happens, enjoy like what happens, and go with the flow, because you have no control over that.
Yeah, but I feel like for the most part, George and Becca's went pretty smooth.
It did
like,
go smoothly.
I think the only thing was the cocktail hour that got like the drinks situation.
Well, so apparently there was alcohol in some of them.
I drank a whole bunch. There wasn't. Oh, again, it's some things is bound to happen. Yeah. And then the first song. But other than that, like the food was great. No, but
that's because Becca,
I thought this was the food was really good.
I don't think I ate at Becca and George's,
really?
But
I thought
again,
amazing.
Becca and George have both said, because we were not there at the cocktail hour, we didn't talk to people. So like they were doing their rounds to the tables, but I was also doing my rounds to like my friends to go say hi to you guys. So I think I had like the first course, but everyone had such good things to say about the food. Everything about the night was perfect. Yeah. Like I actually had the most fun ever.
Your speech was great, phenomenal.
My sister recorded it all. I haven't seen it yet. I don't want to see it.
You don't have to see it.
I was shaking the whole time.
You held it together.
I was shaking.
You did a great job. You were shaking for sure.
My leg was Ricky,
could see your
I
hand,
was not nervous at all. I'm like, and I kept telling people.
What are you talking about? You literally came up to me before and said, "I'm so nervous."
That day. Oh. It was that day. Before leading up to that, I was not nervous whatsoever. Like,
usually
I was like, you know what? Like, since the podcast, like, I'm not a great public speaker, especially into big groups. I was like, I'm not nervous. I know everyone here.
Yeah.
Like, what? The only people I didn't know were Greeks who didn't speak English.
Yeah.
And
the
even
upper
that,
table.
The upper table
that didn't move.
But even that, I had met half of them in the village the week before.
Yeah.
So like leading up, so it's like I knew everyone at the wedding. Like, what am I gonna be nervous about? Like, I had gone over my speech. I was like, you know what? It's cheesy as fuck, but like I'm ready to go. Everything was great.
Yeah.
That day, an hour leading up to before, they were taking their pictures in the Castro, and I'm like, oh my god, why am I getting nervous now? And then Becca's like, okay, yeah, 10 minutes. I said, okay, great. I get up there and it's like,
yeah, you're
incontrollable.
No, but
my knee was too under my dress.
But Dani, I love chirping you. You fucking killed it. That was an unbelievable speech. It was funny. Like you cracked a couple good jokes. You said some heartfelt stories. You complimented the bride and the groom, and it was, and you held it together emotionally until the appropriate time.
Thank you.
Because like, it's awkward when people start crying instantly. It's like, hey, like, is this the whole speech? Is it going to be like this the whole time? Like, fuck, I can't listen to someone talk while they're crying the whole time. But you looked like you were gonna, and you held it together until where I was like, fuck, I'm almost crying too now. I said, Dani, one of the best.
You should have cried.
One of the best maid of honor speeches I've ever heard. I was trying to think, I'm like,
really?
what's the female version of
That's actually the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
It's definitely not the nicest thing I've ever said to you, but we're going to say this is a nice thing. Yeah.
No, that was very
Dani,
nice.
You did, I told everybody, you did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Costas is a little bit different. Costas is a shyer guy.
But his was great too.
His was great too.
It's
just completely different. Like his was more impromptu, and it was very good for an impromptu one. Yours was like, You could tell you put time and effort and thought into it.
Okay, what was your like? Okay, let's forget about the speeches. Thank you so much. What was your funniest moment of the night?
Fuck, there were so many.
I have one funny moment when I go to the DJ and the music's kind of like going a certain way, and I just look at him. I said, "You want to get this party started? Put Unwritten on right now." And he goes,
"I wouldn't call that funny. I would call that like a core memory. Like that was. I hate using TikTok terms
this
in real life.
This is not that part yet. And he goes, "I can't. That's like 100 BPM and I'm going at 30 BPM right now." I said, "I don't know what the fuck that means, but turn it around." And he goes, "Okay." Puts it on, and then it was like the best moment ever.
Very rarely do you have a moment that you know is a core memory, and you're like,
that is a core memory now, forever and always.
At one point I remember like we're all of like our good friends are all singing and dancing on the dance floor. There's not a phone in sight. And I remember, and I was hammered too. And I remember thinking like, how is nobody like, and I remember looking around for the videographer or photographer and I didn't see anybody. I'm like, fuck. I remember pulling my phone out and in my video, like nobody's got their phone out. I'm like, that's a core fucking memory. And that was really cool. That was my favorite part of the night.
I also feel like everyone was on such like same wavelength that whole week in Monovasia. Like it was so fun arriving there and having everyone arrive. And then it was just like go time.
Yeah, I feel like, again, everybody was aligned. Everybody had a really good time. I feel like I won't probably go back to Monovasia like ever again. It was beautiful. But I'm glad I went. It was amazing. George, Becca, again, congrats, guys. Love you.
Congrats.
Amazing wedding.
My favorite.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. And then we went to pure debauchery.
Mykonos.
In Mykonos. Which was... I realized... Okay, so this is my whole like recap of the trip. I loved every single moment of it. But I could never in my life again do a wedding, then Mykonos, and then another wedding. Because it's like leading up to the wedding, there's like wedding events and stuff going on. And like Mykonos was just go nonstop, literally like to push your limits nonstop. And then I get to another wedding and it was like go nonstop again. Not only like socializing. Dani, you
also took a day off in Mykonos.
Yes. But again, that's
so
one day.
Go. Yeah.
It still was just like wake up, do this, do that, do that. But I had 3 full weeks. Even more, I felt like more than that of just like constant socializing, but also just like going to bed very late. Like obviously by the end of my body, I just don't think I could do all 3 of those together again, ever again.
See, I could do that easily. The only thing I wouldn't do is travel with like a big group like that again.
Yeah.
Like traveling, our group was great. And when you think about like, when you're a big group like that, you think about our previous trip when we were half the size and you're like, okay, if we did that, if we cut half the group, would this trip would have been better or not? Because it's like some of the new people made so many funny like memories and moments. Like, you know, fuck, Fab and Lisa were great additions. J-Lac and Arena were great additions. And, you know, those are people that if we look back 2 years ago, those are people that get cut. You know what I mean? Like, or that, you know, they're not the close circle.
No, like I wouldn't change it for the world.
Like
I'm saying
Matt was fucking cracking jokes the whole time too.
No, I'm just saying overall as a trip, I wouldn't be able to do like the 3 goes. Like I would need a couple days in between.
Yeah, but we had rest days. Dang, the day after the wedding was a rest day.
I don't feel like it was. I ended up drinking that day.
Okay, but having a couple drinks, you didn't get hammered and go out and get hammered. We all went to bed early.
I was just exhausted, and even in Nyata.
So you had a so like Nyata day there. The day before the wedding, we all went to bed fairly early too.
3 a.m. Wasn't drinking hard, but still 3 a.m. night. No,
because we went to that restaurant and then we came back and
we sat around the table till 3.
Yeah, but it was kind of chill.
Doesn't matter. It was still late nights.
Fair, I guess it's different for women too.
And then
you guys have to like get ready and shit.
Well, yeah, it was just like a lot, and it's just this is for me personally. Like the 3 back to back was just very hard on my body, but it was good.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just needed a couple days in between each more, a bit longer. But then it would just extend my trip. Either way, I want to do it all over again. I want to go back. I'm sad to be home.
I'm already thinking next year I want to go to Europe again, but I want to go earlier this year.
Favorite part about Mykonos?
The best day, one of the best days of my life.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Principauté and Queen of Mykonos.
Me too. Fuck. That was the best day
And
ever.
you know what? I'm not saying it's because we were a smaller group, but I think when we went to Principauté earlier, everybody was aligned, right? Everyone's like, hey guys, whatever it costs, it is what it is. We're going to get a day bed. If it costs this, it is what it is. Like Principauté, we know is a little bit more expensive.
Well, we all had day beds booked for 12. Yeah. We just, none of us woke up on time, so then we extended it and only some of us went at 2.
Yeah, but that was great. And then we met up with everyone, and Principal Ponte's an amazing party. Like, holy crap, amazing.
And it was so fun when everyone
on tables
came.
from 5 to 8.
Yeah,
like
so
3 hours
fun.
straight, which was insane. And then Queen of Mykonos is arguably one of the best nights.
I can't believe
like,
we didn't go there
holy
the first
fuck.
time.
Do you know what? It's just the fact that everything, like the stars aligned that night. We
Yeah.
got there, that booth was available. Fab decided to play the dad role and picked up a bigger portion of the bill so that we could afford to do this. You know, all the guys were like, yeah, it's X amount. We're going to pay it because this is what it cost. And
Us girls are very thankful.
Yeah. Very rarely does it align that happens. Like, we definitely should not have gone to Void after. Void was a very big mistake.
I made a great call leaving.
You didn't make the call at all. The call was made for you, Daddy. But the Void was a big fuck up. That one, whatever. We're going to pretend that didn't even happen tonight. But
It exists.
You know, I did 22,000 steps that night.
So Jordan
22,000 steps.
Jordan had his Apple Watch on for almost every place we went to, and just from him like 2-stepping and dancing, he would make at least just from one night out at least 16,000 steps.
Danny, that from midnight till 6 a.m. at Queen and Void, I did 22,000 steps.
It's good.
You know how many steps that is? Because I know what steps are.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished my walking challenge like a month ago. That's insane. That's like 4 hours of consistent walking. Wild. Anyways, that was hands down the high of my trip. Like, no questions asked. That day was just insane. The wedding was also like another core memory.
No, but see, like I just like that's why I separate all like I basically counted as like almost 4 trips: Nyata, Monovasia, Mykonos, Termina. Because like all 4 of those were different vibes, different people.
Like even walking from George's parents' house in Nyata to the wedding, like that was a cool little experience.
So
right? Like,
cool.
It was so cute. And we got like I felt like it was like The Godfather. Like, well, if you have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
When they walk, so that was really cool. Overall, an amazing experience. I'm so happy for them. It was a beautiful wedding. I didn't like the church. I didn't even stand. I was in the back the whole time, right beside the door. I think I stood outside because between not understanding a word they're saying and it being 35 degrees that day, I was just like, I'm chilling at the back.
Okay, so I was obviously maid of honor. Not Greek, not Orthodox. Everyone kept telling me you cannot touch any of the Stefanas. You can't do any of that stuff. Just like follow Costa, but don't touch any of it. We get up to the front, and the priest goes, kiss it. And I literally whisper in Becca's ear, am I allowed to do this?
She says, kiss it.
And then she goes, yeah, just go. So I literally go, and I was so scared the first time that George literally watched me air kiss it. We were all pissing our pants after laughing, because everyone in my back of my head kept saying, you're not allowed to. It's like,
listen to the priest.
That's what George said. George said, it's okay, listen to the priest. And we're all whispering there. Meanwhile, standing up there the whole time, like we were... Even though we had that fan next to us, it was so
really hot. Yeah.
But it was like beautiful. The church is beautiful. But holy shit. Me and Becca were just like, we were about to faint. She was about to turn around and be like, get me lemonade.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so good though.
Yeah, it was. That was a really good day.
You know what my favorite part about Mykonos was? My very last day. Missing my fucking ferry.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't really paying attention to the story. What happened?
So, we wake up. We go. We get there at 11 a.m. Our ferry leaves at 11:55. George is in his car with Becca. Me, DB, and Maz are there. We go get
But
some...
they're in the car on the ferry.
On the ferry. No, like not on the ferry. They're just waiting in the ferry line. Me, Maz, and DB arrive. We go get some drinks, and we see some like little cocktails and stuff. So we all get some beers and some like Aperol Spritz types things. Becca comes out with us, some snacks. We sit at the water, and we just sit there, and like we're all chatting. George is in the car by himself. We start seeing the ferry approaching. So we're like, Becca, jump in the car. We're going to go wait in line to walk onto the ferry. Because George had all our luggages. So all we had was me, Maz, and DB, and our purses. My passport's in George's car, everything. All I had was my wallet. Anyways, regardless. Go back, sit. It gets really fucking hot. And it's like slowly coming in. Okay, we're like, hey, let's go to the shade for a second, sit, and then we'll jump on.
Can you see the line at this point?
Yeah, like we're next to the line.
Oh, okay.
Like imagine like we're sitting on that couch right over there and the line's like right over there.
Okay.
Like we're not far. We're all we're just chatting, but we all have our heads down on our phones. And I'm like, we should probably go on. We get up. I start like running over and like they're literally lifting up the ramp. And I turned around to Maz and DB and they're a couple steps behind me. I'm like, guys. And like we just start running. And like, what are we going to do?
So you're not right here.
Like it's pretty close. Like from where the line was to like where the ferry was, like it's very close. And then you just have to like walk on with everyone. Like they don't let you go past a certain point until you look forward. How the fuck
did you miss it?
Because we're literally stupid idiots. And I literally turned around to TV and Maz and we all just like had this blank face. Like, what the fuck did we just do? Like, I was also terrified. I'm like, fuck, George and Becca are going to be mad at us. Like,
aren't you guys all staying together in Athens?
Well, like I was staying in an Airbnb with Maz. But either way, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, and then I'm like, how do we get there? Oh my God, we're going to be stuck here. Like, what the hell did we've been here for over an hour and we just missed it within 30 seconds. So we text Becca and George. We're like, guys, we missed it. They're like, you're pranking. They look around. They're like, fuck, they're actually not on the boat. Like, they're not here. So I like run to the Sea Jets guy and I'm like, I go to every single ferry line. I'm like, when's the next ferry? All the other ones were like, oh, we're going to Paros, Naxos, Milos, whatever. This guy's like, next one to Mykonos at 2:30. So we had like 3 hours at the like port to wait. And I'm like, anything else? He's like, yeah, there's one that come at 12:15, but you wouldn't get there until 6. It's a 6-hour ferry. We all look at each other. We're like, no, we'd rather be on land. Yeah. Anyways, then the guy goes, okay, let me see if I can transfer your tickets. He goes, oh, when the other people went on the boat, it registered all your tickets as you're all on the boat. So they think you're all on there. So I'm like, he's like, I'll call the boat and see. Calls the boat. Nothing. He's like, hey, let me call them back. Like, they don't answer. He's like, go wait, come back in 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, I go back. Anything. Come back in 20 minutes. They're like stopping at one of the stops soon. Come back in 20 minutes. Finally, like an hour and a half later, I go back and he's like, yeah, we'll transfer your tickets. We didn't have to buy any, but he's like, you have like a $5 fee. So we go back and this is the best part. We prank DB and we're like, by the way, because DB was just like, fuck it, let's just buy new tickets. Me and Maz were like, I have a feeling this guy's going to transfer them. Let's just wait and see. DB's like, it's not going to, we're not going to have our seats. Like, they're going to mess us up. Like, there's going to be no room on the ferry. Let's just buy them right now. I'll pay for everyone. Meanwhile, we're having a part, like, the music there was also unreal. But, like, everything just kept happening. Maz spilled our snacks on the floor. Like, it was just, like, she's, like, standing on tables, dancing at the port. Like, we're trying to make the best out of it. We tell DB, we're like, hey, by the way, there's no room on the 2:30 ferry, but they booked us on the 5:10. He's literally just sits there. Please tell me you're pranking. Please tell me you're pranking. Just please tell me you're pranking. Oh my God, I don't want to be here anymore. He was ready to go to a hotel, like within 5 seconds. He's like, I don't want to be with these girls anymore. Like, please. And we're just howling. Like, we couldn't even like, I think I'd laugh for 2 hours straight, just nonstop of like, what the hell did we just do? Anyways, we got on. Everything was fine. Then we get a text from Becca and George, and we knew the weather was bad in Athens, saying, weather's too bad in Athens. They're sitting us on an island right now. We might have to stay here tonight. He's just like, get me back to Mykonos. Like, let's go stay with Zach. Let's go anywhere. Like, I'll pay for any hotel. Like, let's just get me to it. Like, get me off somewhere. Like, this is what's happening. But anyways, they were pranking us. So it all worked out. We made it there. We had business class tickets too. Unreal. We had like seats, feet out. I passed out for the 3 hours. Got to Athens and everything worked out. But that would have been one of my like highest highs, but lowest lows all wrapped into one.
We love that for you.
Oh my God. Sorry, that was very long-winded, but I'm just like going back on all the memories. It was just so funny.
We love that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're wrapped up on Mykonos. I don't know. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah.
Like any lows? Oh, well, you kind of just gave a low.
No lows. You know what?
Yeah, pretty like...
That day I didn't feel well. That was probably my biggest low. But again, I needed that. And it was like still not bad. Like I still had a great time. Needed that day to myself.
Did you come to Buddha Bar?
No.
No, you didn't.
Which I wish I did.
Yeah, that was iconic.
But again, I would have been the biggest buzzkill given how bad my headache was. And I knew I didn't want to do that 10. Like, you would have been mad at me. See, I know my limits.
Yeah, no, that was, Buddha Bar was a crazy dinner, but yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I was great. And then after that, go to Athens, had a couple days there, ended up being a blast.
Highlight of Athens.
Astir Beach, gorgeous, but it rained. But then we made a party out of it.
So that's okay.
Went inside, had fun. We had Maz's energy to bring everyone back up.
Maz Maz was one of the highlights of the trip.
She was. Her energy is always 10 out of 10.
Maz and Arena killed that trip.
Yeah,
like in the most positive possible way.
Their energies are like it helps
crackhead energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it helps when like you're feeling like kind of tired, like bring you back up like, okay.
Yeah.
I feel okay.
You always need those couple people in the group that can do that. Yeah, and those two, Maz, great, and Arena, great addition. It's funny because like I even talked to her. I was like, "You can be a bitch at times." She's, oh yeah, I know.
Oh, she fully told me that too.
Fully great after. So
yeah.
I know. Shout out to everyone in Spookyville, by the way.
Everyone in Spookyville was great,
and everybody in the nice villa upstairs, the real people. Actually, that's the only low of Mykonos to me was our bathroom. Our bathroom was fucking disgusting. Yeah. That was a weird one. That was disgusting.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah,
I went on night 1 to Spookyville. To like the whole place. After that, I never left the kitchen.
Spookyville, obviously, if you take away the bathroom situation in the basement, it wasn't terrible.
Arena and JLAC were not even in Spookyville. They had their own cave.
Yeah. But again, they didn't have AC.
They did.
No, they didn't. They had a fan. Oh. There's a big difference.
Yeah, that is.
Big difference. So like again, our compound wasn't bad if you take away the bathroom situation and the rooms with no AC. But when you compare it to the upstairs, you're like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's right. But it's okay. Still overall amazing trip.
Me and Maz lost our AC converter for 2 days.
I had mine set to 18 every day. I was freezing.
We lost it because we had no room to put our luggage. So we literally lost it within Maz's luggage. And we found it on like day 3. I'm like, Maz, like it's muggy. It smells in here. Like we need to fix this.
Yeah.
Then we found it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I love
Mykonos. We had a great time. Great group.
That was one of my.
I thought this Mykonos group was gonna die down because like obviously we have a Mykonos group from our first time, but we use that as like almost like a social chat with our friend group, like our extended friend group, like the boys and girls together. We use that to chat about things. I thought this Mykonos, since we're so many people, was gonna start dying down now. I feel like every other day there's just still things getting thrown in there, and it makes me miss it. I loved everyone there.
Yeah. Do you know what? All the new people I met too were great. Yeah. Overall.
Zach breaking his ankle.
He didn't break his ankle.
Okay. Sprained it.
Stop over exaggerating. Yeah. I'm excited for Europe again next summer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll do Mykonos again, but I'm definitely
somewhere
doing a 3-week Euro trip next summer. For like no questions asked.
Well, that brings me to, it was so nice being in Italy again. I had not gone in a couple of years, and I absolutely love Italy. Never been to Sicily either.
I've never been to Sicily either. I heard it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Taormina was absolutely gorgeous. And again, I was there for another wedding, so it kind of gave like Mykonos and Monovasia vibes where you like wake up and there's people, except for like I had my own room, thank God. And I had a massive room. Oh my God, it was so nice. But that was like the best part, waking up and like I'd walk outside for breakfast and like people were there. Or like you have a nap, wake up, and like I'm by the pool and like with all my friends.
Yeah. That's one of the best parts about these trips is that there's always something to do and there's always someone to do something with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like whether you want to just lay by the house and sit by the pool, you could do that because.
Or there's like if you want to go by the beach, like
yeah.
people are going to the beach.
Down into the city to grab coffees, you could do that. Like I think the last day I went into like the downtown Mykonos area.
With me.
Yeah, it was me, you, J-Lac, Arena, Fab, Lisa, and Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
You know, there's always someone to do something with, which is like when you're with a big group, that's the big benefit. The problem is when you're with a big group, like trying to coordinate everybody to do something with like everybody's budgets and intentions in mind is very difficult because.
That's the difference between Taormina and I think, well, even Monovasia. We didn't do that in Monovasia because you were there for a wedding. Whereas like Mykonos was planned for partying in booths. Yeah. Like that's where the hard part. Like Mykonos was just literally 2 villas, 24 people coming together to go to like booths and party. Yeah. Whereas like Monovasia was wedding. So you had wedding events. People come here, go do this and that. Taormina was like, and again, it's a very small place. There's not a lot of clubs, not a lot of bars. It's like you'd basically sit at this random lounge and we'd make it our own party because we were 30 people showing up there on a Monday randomly. We're making our own party. Okay, we don't like the music. Here, take our music, put it in a thing. We had a blast. But we had a boat day with 15 people, a smaller group.
That looked cool.
Unbelievable. And
yeah,
like
boat
sitting
days are
there,
always fun.
So much fun. And we were so scared that like they're very hard to communicate with, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah. 2. No, never mind. We're coming to get you at 3. So like that was all over. But then we were nervous they weren't going to have snacks and alcohol. So me and Lisa went out, got a couple more bottles of tequila, got a couple more bottles of vodka, and a bunch of chips, just in case. Get on the boat. These people were offended. They're like, we have snacks. We have food. Fully making the 7-year-old nonno, bottom of his boat, a full, like, fresh bruschetta, all risotto, everything. In the boat. From like, scratch. It was the best thing ever.
Ever. Best thing ever.
Yes.
That was the best thing ever.
That whole day, okay. That whole day, the vibes, the drinking, the jumping in the water.
Okay, so wait, actually, this is a good one for you. If you had to pick the best day of your entire trip, which one was it?
Principal day. No, I can't say that because I can't count the wedding days.
Yeah, the wedding is tough. I was gonna ask you to say which wedding was better, but I didn't want to do that.
You cannot ask me that question ever. But obviously, being the maid of honor at Rebecca's wedding was absolutely like so special to me, and like that. But taking the wedding days out of it, Principal day.
So the boat day wasn't the best thing ever.
It was so cool. I told you I'm separating my trips.
No, I'm just teasing, Dani, but no.
But the boat day was a lot of fun, and I love boat days, and you know I love boat days, and this was just a great group. Everyone was on the same wavelength, and we had so much fun there, and it was amazing.
It's good. We love that.
Yeah. And then Morgana Bar in Termina.
A what?
It's called Morgana Bar.
Okay.
That's the club I told you about. In fucking insane. It kind of looks like Versace and Dolce & Gabbana threw up on you with all the decor.
It's like Versace Mansion in Miami.
I've never been.
You've seen pictures though, no?
Yeah, I can't. It's like in a small basement though.
Oh.
It's like low ceilings.
Okay.
It's like all these different rooms. One of them has like a piano in it, but it's like they're serving you like whenever you order a bottle of something, they put these masks on. Are you telling me to put my mic? Yeah. They put these like monkey and like panda masks and all these animal different masks on, and then they bring sparklers out, and they came and served us bottles with these sparklers, and we had such a good time. But again, it was a smaller group. Like we were gonna try to go with 30 people. But we were worried about budgets and all these things, so we all went to one cocktail lounge. People started fading, and then we got like a smaller group, and we went on the last night. And I was so tired by this day. But it was probably like
the energy brings you back up, yeah.
Oh my god, it was one of my favorite nights other than the wedding in Termina. Like it was one of my favorite nights there. We had so much fun. I'm shocked we didn't get like kicked out or like arrested or something on the streets because we were all so loud.
That's what you want. Like that's the European vibe. Like you weren't with us at Buddha Bar. Like they closed it when we left Buddha Bar. Like we're trying to get our ride back, and it's just like chaos.
Yeah.
Because again, you got 10 drunk people wandering the street, and we weren't even that drunk, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We're all just wandering around having the best time.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I know what you mean.
It's sometimes like just those like small little moments, like literally us on the street making a time lapse video. Like I'll show you this video. It's the stupidest, most ridiculous thing ever, but we had such a good time.
We love that.
But yeah, a lot of fun. Did not go to a bar alone in Paris.
No?
No. Chickened out.
Why? Just too tired?
Number one, I was too tired to have to put myself in that situation.
Hey, that's fair.
If I didn't go out the night before, I think I would have, because I went down to my lobby to pick up my food. And the restaurant.
You ordered food in Paris?
Yeah. I was so
What the fuck did you do in Paris? You ordered food in and you didn't go out?
I went during the day.
Okay, but you didn't even go for dinner.
No, I got like a snack by myself.
So you did not sit out at a restaurant by yourself in Paris?
I was too tired.
Oh my God. So then how the fuck are you still tired today?
Because I'm not feeling well.
You had Saturday, Sunday, like to rest.
Well, no. That didn't count. I was traveling. It took a toll on me.
Anyways.
Everything took a toll. I basically went to bed at 4:30, woke up at 7, traveled for 5 hours to Paris. By the time you get to the airport, 3-hour plane ride, and then an hour into Paris. And it was also Paralympics, which was really cool. So I got to see a bunch of like the Olympic stuff, and I was walking around by myself. Anyways.
You ordered in food in Paris.
Then I walked around by myself.
Anything you say, it loses any credibility at this point.
I was going to get...
Did you even really walk, or did you just look out the window?
I didn't. I was going to get room service, but it was from this restaurant that was attached to our hotel. It was like a Nobu vibe, and I wasn't in the mood.
How do you know the vibe? You didn't go. You ordered.
Because I went downstairs to get my food, and there's all these hot people in the bar, and I was like, fuck, should I go get ready?
Yeah.
I was so tired. It was like 9:30. I was exhausted, Ricky. Oh my God. My whole body was
Doesn't
saying
matter.
sorry. I know.
Wow.
I was scared to tell you.
That's disappointing.
But I walked around by myself.
I don't give a fuck. Of course. What do you think? You're sitting in a hotel?
I could have.
You said
you
said you were gonna go out by yourself.
I could have not left my hotel room. My hotel room was so nice.
So what was the point?
I did go out. It was nice to go around Paris. I saw a couple of things, walked around for a couple hours.
Did you see the Eiffel Tower at night?
I've seen that before. I've seen that.
When?
A couple of years ago.
You could have done it again. You could have walked around and
I could
had
have.
coffee outside.
I could have, but I'm running off 2 hours of sleep here.
No, because you sleep on planes. You got at least 3 or 4.
No, it wasn't a 4-hour flight. It was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. By the time like land off and take off, I didn't fall asleep the whole time.
Disappointed in you, Dani.
Yeah, I know. But I had a nice time in Paris by myself. Walked around, went to shops.
Still disappointed.
Went to a cafe. And then I woke up on Sunday morning rested. So
Apparently
I felt
not,
decent.
You're still tired right now.
Well, no, 'cause I had a long flight. Woke
Dani,
up.
There's zero sympathy. I
Went
went from
to-
Mykonos to fucking Edmonton. And then I was up Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I went to work
24
Tuesday.
days versus 2 weeks.
Okay, but again, I didn't take days off like you did. And
Barely.
you literally took 2 days off.
What were my 2 days?
The day after the wedding.
I
we
still
all
drank
took
that
it.
day.
Okay, but we didn't shake it. We were all in
Alcohol
bed
was
by, like,
getting
noon.
consumed in my body and just tipping me over. No, don't count that as a day off. I still had to be social.
Being social doesn't
That
mean
drains my battery sometimes.
So then I'm on every day. I haven't had a day off in like 6 years.
Okay, different kind of social batteries,
Yeah,
Ricky.
all I'm saying is you get zero sympathy from me. Zero. I traveled
That's
from
fine.
Mykonos to Edmonton.
I'm not asking for, but guess what? I never asked for your sympathy.
Yeah, you basically you were
No, I
like,
didn't. I said I'm tired. I'm not feeling well. I have a head cold. We're literally the Greek influenza we brought to Termina. Everyone's sick right now.
Really?
Everyone.
That's shitty.
Lisa didn't have a voice. Lost her voice for the wedding. So the day before the wedding, we had or 2 days before we had an event. She was just like could not talk. She was just shaking people's hands.
Do you know one thing I really loved about the goodie bags that George and Becca did? Everyone got an emergency.
Yeah.
And that was a good little thing, like at Liquid IV or emergency or something like that. I don't know if everybody took it, but I was like, ooh, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I took mine every fucking day.
I took mine every day, like in Yata and Monovasia.
Mykonos is when I stopped. Yeah.
Mykonos when I stopped, but it's because I hate warm water and I hate emergencies with warm water.
That's completely fair.
And one of them got warm and it made our room smell like gross pee, like nasty, like stale orange water.
I completely know what you mean.
And it gave me and Maz such an ick. We had to throw them all out. But I had 20 packs. I had one for every day. No, I still have half.
Same, I packed all my vitamins and everything, and I don't think I took them a single day in Mykonos. Even in Edmonton, I couldn't take them just because I was so drained. But I actually walked or ran every day in Edmonton. I went to my parents were at the mall in Edmonton. I was like, can you guys buy me a pair of running shoes? Because I didn't have anything. I'm like, just go for like JCPenney or whatever. Give me the cheapest pair of size 10 shoes you can find. Bought them and I walked. So I got in Friday at 11 p.m. Saturday morning at 7 a.m. I woke up to go for a walk. Sunday I went for a 6K run. Monday I went for a run. Yeah.
That's one thing is that like despite everything, other than one day, I never got less than 10,000 steps.
Oh yeah, in Europe it's easy.
And like Monovasia was 25,000 every day without even trying.
Without even trying. Agreed.
And it's like even like Mykonos, you get at least 16,000 steps in a day.
Minus the travel day.
No, my travel days I'm still over 16.
Yeah,
I actually walked so much, which I'm happy about. Can't complain. I love even in Termina, everything was walking.
Yeah, I basically lost almost like 2 days of my life traveling. So the travel from here to there.
That's like
so it's like we
bad.
left at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Toronto time, and that day you don't move much between work and travel. And then when we got there, we had to wait 2 hours because Kelly lost his luggage because someone took his by accident. And then the 4-hour drive. By the time I got there, it was like 6 p.m. So then you basically chill, you go have dinner, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then the Mykonos travel day, I got my steps just because we went out that night to Alamagu. So I was 2-stepping and I got my steps. And then the travel day from Mykonos to Edmonton, I think I hit like a career low. Like it's just
200 steps.
I think it was like literally, I'm not kidding, I think it was like 3,000 steps. And that's because I purposely walked in the airport.
Just back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really random, but they moved Air Canada to a different terminal when I was in Paris because like something going on. So in this, like usually we're in 2A and 2B, like either or. They put me in 2C. This is with like Emirates, Ethiopian Air, like all these like different airlines that don't go to North America. Get there, go to my gate. Everything on that side is closed. It's like 10:30, 11 a.m. in the morning. I got there at 11:30 actually. Everything is closed. I'm walking even just to find a bathroom. Bathrooms are closed.
Really?
So I literally got so many steps in the airport yesterday just because I was walking all the way to the end to try to find a bathroom.
See, but
I had to go all the way to the opposite side of the gate just to get my bathroom.
I love doing that.
Which was fine, but it was kind of eerie. I've never been to like an airport where that side was like so empty and like I kind of felt spooked. That like nothing was there. No people, nothing.
It's a massive plane. There should be people on your flight, no?
Not where I kept walking to find a bathroom. Like there's no bathroom near my thing.
Got you.
So I kept walking by myself to all these empty gates.
Yeah, I got you.
And it was kind of eerie. I was like, I kind of want to turn around, but I have to go to the bathroom. Then I get to the bathroom, gates are closed. I forget that like airports, some parts of airports close. So I turned around, went back to the other side. Then it was like really busy, but
makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's
But anyways, a lot of fun. Had a great time at both weddings. Becca and George, I love you. Best time ever. George, thanks for planning Mykonos.
Yeah, George, thanks for planning. That's a lot. And honestly, like at some points, like I would look at him like you can just. And I tried not to bother him. Like even with the sink situation or the bathroom situation downstairs, I was like, hey man, like I don't want to break balls or anything, but like, can you call them because this is fucking gross. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I even feel bad because there's 25 people and there's only one person that has all the answers, and it's George. Mm-hmm. So you got to think about there's fucking 24 people breaking his balls every fucking day about every little thing. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, can we get this? Hey, can we do this? Hey, can we? And it's just like, shockingly, he didn't get mad at anybody. I'm insanely shocked because George, love you, buddy, but he's the first type of person to like lose his cool, but he was fucking great. Didn't like he was cool, calm. Like he's like, yeah, everybody do what you want to do. I'll do what I like. Very good. And it's tricky because he's gotta like obviously he wants to do a lot too, but then he's also gonna remember that he's got all these other people that are here just for him as well. So overall, George, thanks again. You plan an amazing trip as always. Let's talk about because I think we're just what are we at? 45? 42. Yeah. We'll skip pickleball. We didn't win. That's what happened.
How did it feel?
It was very bittersweet.
Yeah.
Like it was bitter in the sense that we didn't win, but it was like kind of sweet in the sense that I know I picked the right people. We did, did I truly think we were going to win it all? Maybe I thought there was a chance. When you lose, one of your best players in Hannah, that obviously changes things, but I believe we did very well. And again, the six players we put together ended up coming together as a team. Snail was one of the most improved players in the league, in my opinion. Matt Kawamoto was solid throughout the entire year, one of the best players in Canada. Mark was solid. Chris came off the bench and played well. Jojo was solid. Carolina was solid. So we did the best we could. The results were a little unfortunate at the end. We finished 5th out of 8. That being said, really proud of the whole team. Like I believe that we did an amazing job, and these are all great humans. They're all amazing people, tremendous athletes, and there's a good chance we see a lot of them back next year. And bittersweet ending, but also like it's nice to kind of close. Okay, pickleball season's done for now. I get a couple months without any pickleball. I get to play pickleball myself again. I can focus on playing and getting better myself, and playing because I love the fucking sport. Just when you're between travel, weddings, and the back-to-back tournaments, I haven't played in like a month.
Well, it's just like I was gonna say, it's kind of impressive how you were able to. You had such a busy summer in so many different aspects, but you still made it about your team.
Oh yeah.
Which is like very impressive, and like you
really
tried your best to kind of like give your full energy to them, even though when you could have like taken a step back first, you know what I mean?
It was actually really cute. So the last night they organized the cake for me, and they wrote a card, and it was honestly like really, 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 really sweet. Yeah, that was actually, to be honest, that moment was probably one of the highlights of my year. Like really just very like wholesome. Because we finished dinner and this is the last day. We're all fucking tired. We're all beat. We just lost. I took the whole team and like our families to a Brazilian restaurant. So they have like this Brazilian steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So we all just ate a fuck ton of meat. We get back, like TMI, but I took a massive shit. I'm like all hot and bothered. I'm like grossly sweaty. I'm sitting, and then my mom's like, "Oh, we want to like see the house." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, come fucking see the house." And like Kawamoto's family is like, "Oh, we like, can you give us a tour of the house?" I'm like, "Full fuck." So I go like upstairs, take my shit. I'm coming back down. They're still in the house. Like I said bye to them. And I'm like, oh, they're fucking this tours, and they're all shooting the shit, and I'm dead tired. Like I'm sitting shorts, no t-shirt, politely waiting for people to leave so I can go to bed. Like it's that vibe. Like, and everybody's still chilling there, so I'm just like on my phone, and they bring out this cake, and I'm like, I fucking love you guys. It was
I can just picture you like low key kind of irritated on your phone, just sitting by yourself waiting for people to go.
Well, no, so sitting in the living room. And our living room was the size of this.
Yeah, I know, but I
room,
can see you sitting in the living room, the size of
like,
this, on your phone, just like kind of like.
I was kind of curious. I'm just like everyone. This is like, it's been 30 minutes at this point. Like it was awkwardly long, but no, really. Again, I know I put the right team together. We didn't win on the court, but like I always said, we definitely went off.
You never know what's going to happen next year.
We definitely did win off the court because our team probably made the most amount of money. We definitely did the most amount of social impressions. We are definitely the most recognizable name in Canadian professional pickleball. So we definitely won off the court. So bittersweet. The season's over. We'll get back to it, and hopefully maybe 2025 is a better season for us. We'll see.
It will be.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's next, Rick?
We got a lot of exciting things coming up. Well, I don't know how much exciting stuff you have, but like we've got... Yeah, I don't know what your schedule looks like. I know I got a fuck ton of crazy stuff. You said I was going to stop swearing this year. I've got New York next week, or this week, sorry. Then we've got Kygo, which is going to be really cool. So I might be seeing Kygo twice, which would be awesome.
You know, I've never seen Kygo, and he's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. Yeah, you missed out. So we have Kygo, which that'll be a really fun day. We also have 5 really fun podcasts coming up. Like really excited for.
Yeah.
Like... You know, Jed and Jade, I'm really excited. Me and Jed like DM each other now like almost every other day. And we have the same fucking birthday.
Really?
Me and Jed have the same birthday. We're 5 years apart, but we have the exact same birthday, September 6th.
I met Jade at Vicky's birthday.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that episode. Now that like obviously we have it booked, I see them a lot on socials, and I think that's going to be a great episode. Connor Caden, I'm really excited for that one just because I feel like he's one of the boys. Jeff Gloria, really pumped for that one. Samir from Genstock again, and I saw him 3 days in a row.
Where?
At TIFF events and my birthday and random shit. Yeah, bumping into him. I ran into him at the Grey Goose event. I ran into him at the Peroni event. So really cool, really fun stuff. We've got Kygo coming up. Then I've got 2 half marathons and a full marathon, all within the next 6 weeks. I'm doing High Rocks. That's exciting. I'm going to Vegas.
High Rocks is coming up.
Yeah, it's
October
actually in the month.
3rd.
Yeah.
Or something 6.
I haven't started training at all. I'm kind of fucked for it, but we'll figure that out. We will. We always do. So I have that. Vegas to play pickleball. Me and Andrew, my cousin, signed up for another tournament as well locally. So it's like a random Thursday night somewhere. But yeah, just lots happening. Really excited though. Like I feel like now until the end of the year is like take away the weather, but that's my summer. I feel like I've just all the things I didn't do this summer.
You're doing now.
I'm doing now. Like just random shit. I feel like this summer I didn't go to many concerts. I only went to maybe 3 or 4 concerts all summer.
There's a lot of good ones coming up.
There's an insane amount coming up.
Like Fred Again's coming up, which
so
we need to book that.
We have Fred Again. We have Justin Timberlake. We've got 2 Kygos. We got Michael Marchese, which Michael Marchese's not a big one, but he's a former
That's gonna
pal.
be so much fun.
I'm just excited for that one.
I still need to get Fred Again tickets. Justin Timberlake tickets.
We have Kygo.
I already have but I'm saying tickets I don't have, but I'm going to the concert regardless.
Yeah, Fred Again we'll figure out. We'll figure out Fred Again. Like
but Justin Timberlake too, like my mom will want to go. So
yeah, and he's doing back-to-back nights, I think, which is really cool. So a lot of really exciting things coming up.
And off the year with Zach Bryan in New York.
Zach Bryan in New York, another cool one.
I'm actually excited for football season.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely find my way to at least 3 or 4 random concerts. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see what like the rest of the year shapes up to be. And then again, my book launches and who the
that's literally happening in like over a month right now, and that's like so exciting.
Yeah, October 22nd, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like right now my brain's still in like I don't even know what day it is. I'm still in like vacation mode. It was very hard working today. But got through my emails, and I think that's just my one win, and like that's the one I need to get. I came to the podcast, got through my emails, got to hold on to that, and then just see what's next, because I got to get back into real life.
Yep. And we will. But I think that's... Anything else you want to add? Anything else you're really excited for the rest of the year?
I can't even think. Organizing myself. I need to get through this week.
That's fair.
Once I get through this week and start feeling normal again, I can get excited for everything.
That's fair.
Like I'm just, again, trying to enjoy every day. Kai goes next week, and I really am excited for that.
All right.
I want to see family. That's it.
Love that. Okay. Guys, if you made it to the end, obviously we appreciate you. We love you. We've got this episode plus the episode with our buddy, our good pal, Kia Kavusi. That was a fun one we recorded like a month and a half ago. So that will be out now as well. 2 episodes and back to weekly episodes every single week till the end of the year. We should hit 300 by the end of the year, I think.
Yes.
If not, we'll have a couple double episodes because 300 will be the last episode of the year. And then we're right back at it in the new year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, a lot of really exciting things for the pod too. Anyways, yeah, guys, share it with your friends. Follow Dani, follow myself. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
You like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. And I don't remember all of my mistakes and every high. Got a love